Hey guys, I'm your host Sophinas Kia, and did you just get Pacific Drive just like I did? And after bumping your way through the zone, to and from town, you can come back to your garage and you're a bit lost of what to do, just like I was? Well, don't worry, I'm here to help you in your endeavors. Let me show you. First off, do you have just an enormous amount of stuff because you're a hoarder like I am? If you are, you can pick up the suitcase, come over here to the back of your trunk, open your trunk, and just transfer all the items you have into it from the trunk. You can click on them one at a time by holding shift and clicking on it, or you can just hold T and it will transfer everything it can. Some stuff it doesn't want to transfer just because it thinks it's either mission related or it's part of your survival kit that they'll like you to carry around. But you can still force items over. Once you're done with that, you can come over here and you would think dropping it on the ground and you're like, oh, okay, well, do I have to keep more of these because now my suitcase is full? Well, you can actually store items in this large vacuum cleaner. It's better than like Subnautica where you get like 4,000 storage lockers, right? Okay, well you just come over here, throw this switch, and it'll suck everything out. Yeah, like, okay, it kicks the suitcase back out. Oh, wait a minute, there's all my stuff again. How do I get my stuff in there if it's just going to kick the suitcase back out? We'll just open the suitcase and then hold X on everything and drop it on the ground. Doesn't matter how much of a hoarder you are, you literally just drop everything on the ground. Because if you're like me, you'll have a ginormous collection of nonsense. So like I said, just drop everything on the ground, and then when your computer is having a stroke and catching itself on fire because of all the physics from all these objects, just come over here and make it explode by throwing the switch again and letting it suck up every last one of those. It'll throw your suitcase back out, but you can see now it's empty. But if you come over to the door, you can see everything that was in there is now in this vacuum. You're like, hey, I have to make things for my car. Like, I need to make panels and tires and all kinds of things and upgrade my shop, which is what this thing will be for. But we'll get to that in a minute. Do I have to come over to this machine and pull every little thing out, like the duct tape or, the plasma? No, just leave it in there. It'll be fine. Your shop will know. It's like an AI shop. Come over here and you can make anything you need. You need to make an extra panel or two. You need to make some doors. You need to make some panels. Just go right ahead and it knows everything that you have. If your hands are too full, it'll just drop it on the ground, but that's okay. Because you can just come back and pick it up later. If you just hold E, you'll pick it up, and you can obviously attach things to your vehicle that way. Sometimes you'll get this little sparking animation, and you're like, oh, what's happening? Does it not fit? It fits, it just might glitch out a little bit. Just try it again, it'll be okay. If you come over to add things like headlights, it'll look like you can't add it, but it's in your inventory. You can either right click on it to put it into your hand, or you can just drag it over into your hand spot and then you'll be allowed to put it on. Some items will look completely repaired, such as this headlight, but if you actually look at it, it's about halfway worn out. Just take some of your putty and slap it on there. You'll be all good to go after that. Again, some items will look almost new, almost fixed. But you can see that the hood was just about halfway. You could tell by over here in the corner it was bent up a bit, but now it's fine. Some of your tires will be listed as in bad shape, and you're like, well, how do I know which ones are bad? Well, this one's obviously flat, because if you've spent any time around a vehicle since you were like 5, you'll know that what a normal tire looks like in a flat tire. So if we walk around the car, you'll be like, but Dell, 3 of the tires look perfectly fine, only 1 looks flat. But you have a notification that says 2 are bad. We'll just hold C, and it'll scan it. It'll tell you what tire it is and the condition it is. So sometimes it gives you like a brief description that it's just a spare tire. That you probably shouldn't use a spare tire. You should use like a normal tire, but it's okay. Spare tires are fine. Let me scan this one just for reference. Oh, this one's flat. What do I do with that? Easy. You just come to get your sealing kit, put it in your inventory, shoot it 10,000 times, and there you go. Now it's fixed. You see that it still has a little bit of like wear to it or damage to it. That's fine. You can take some of your fixing kit and just slap it on there, and now it's fine. But Dell, you still have 1 tire that's in bad condition. All of them look fine. This one doesn't. Well, let's scan it just to be sure. Oh, wait a minute. This one's bald. What do we do with a bald tire? It can't fix it. There may be a way in the future, but for now, just hold R to take it off. And unless you like riding around on trikes, which was extremely dangerous in the 80s, you can just swap it out for a different tire. I'm just going to drop the bald tire on the ground. I'll put this summer tire in my inventory, and we'll put that on. You can see now it's showing a condition, and it's just flat, and you just need a sealing kit. But I don't have any more sealing kits, as you can see. You can just make them either in your crafting bench right here, or if you had the items in your car, you could make them back here as well. But since we just took all the inventory out of the car, we'll make it over here. And since I'm a hoarder, I know I have enough to make a sealing kit. You can just come back over, equip your sealing kit. You can either drag it over or right click, shoot your tire 8 million times, and there you go. Now it's fixed. And you can see the car condition is still 95%. But as you know, if you just hover over, it'll show you down there, right where it says crude panel, that it looks partially, that bar is not filled up all the way. You just throw that on, and it will fix up. You just walk around your car. Anything that has that, you just throw that putty on. If you need to fill your tank, you can either fill it up with your little spare fuel can. And as you know, you can take that spare fuel can and empty other vehicles. But there's a better way if you're here at the shop. You just come over here to your gas pump, pull out the gas nozzle, and fill your vehicle up that way. Sometimes, if you're nice, and you treat your dumpster, your friendly neighborhood dumpster, the best way you can, he'll let you inspect it, and he'll give you extra items. Like that. You gave me a brand new grinder. If you want to do some upgrades to your shop, as it doesn't look like there's much to do in here, but there is, you come over here to your upgrade station. So come into where it had you make that, and you come over, and everything is red, and you're like, I can't do anything in the shop, Dell. Well, you can. If you click on it, it will give you an error saying you can't make it. Oh, I only need a gear. Well, if you can make that, or if you just have it maybe in the inventory of your car, come down, make a gear, come back over, and there we go. Now we can make it. Click confirm. It'll take a second, and out pops whatever you're upgraded. You follow the diamonds. These diamonds will go wherever you need to in the shop. And you just install it right where that diamond says. This is an interesting piece of tech, as it's called a matter deconstructor. You can take items, you hit E, you can see my grinder here, the old one, it's halfway worn out. You can toss that in there, it will grind it up, and sometimes it will give you extra pieces. Not every time, just sometimes. But let's see if we can make anything else. We can make things like the outfitting station. That should always be fun. Gotta keep your, how you look up tip-top shape. Keep that riz on, right? Put it in. And if you notice, I have 4 inventory spots at the bottom, 4 hand spots, you could say. And my backpack isn't completely full, but it's a little full. Come in here, medium backpack for me is available. So I come into backpacks and make it. It automatically puts it on, and now I have more room in my backpack, obviously. And I have 2 additional hand spots. But this upgrade machine isn't just for items in your shop. It's also can be used for your own items. If you're like me and it's harder to see in the dark, you don't want to turn your brightness or gamma all the way up. You like to play the game how it is, and you're tired of using the 4,000 flares that you have, you can come over here and upgrade items such as your personal inventory. So like here has different light kits or headlights. But if you scroll out, you'll notice this is a reliable flare, which is basically like a crude flashlight. There is a crude flashlight, so it's, I guess, more crude than that. But if we research it, it will pop out one of these smaller tubes. All we do is pick it up, it will automatically read it. After you read it, you can come over to bench, and then you'll be able to make the item you just researched. In this case, basically a crude flashlight, a flare with a reflector on it. Also, if you have this hand vacuum, but you're unsure of how to use it, but you finished grinding up one of your favorite vehicles and you have all this stuff on the ground, instead of picking up each individual item, go to your favorite hand vacuum and just suck it all up at one time. It'll put it all nicely into your inventory. So guys, I hope this has helped. I've been your host, Delphinus Kia, and if you've enjoyed what you've been watching, please give it a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing journey in Pacific Drive, so get out there and hunt down your friendly neighborhood ghost, Casper. Easy, easy, alright. You know what, I know I said I was ready to go to the other side, but I'm not sure if this is how I want to go. You trying to steal my tires and shit? What are you doing? Oh no. No. Hey. I needed that light. Don't you do it. I'm just coming through. Leave me alone. No. 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 Where's the key? No. No.